Erica, yours is tipped up really high.
Hello, everybody. This is our debut show of Real Talk, and we've got 6 of us here. So we're going to introduce ourselves one by one. So I'm Miss Beautiful Alicia.
I'm Rob Reno.
I'm Zen Maiden.
I'm Pamela.
I'm Jenny.
And I'm Erica.
So today, for our debut show, we are going to be talking about who we are and just introducing ourselves, just one by one. But before we start that, I do have a little announcement to make. Yesterday was October 19th, which is Jenny's birthday, and she is the big 3-0. And so because of that, we wanted to celebrate in a little way. And we are all going to sing happy birthday to you, Jenny.
Oh, God.
Live on air. So, Rob, you want to start us off since you're the supermodel there?
Okay. Happy birthday
to you. Happy
birthday
birthday to you. Happy birthday to
Jenny.
Happy birthday to you. The big 3-0.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I just want to ask you, what is going to be different in the
30s for me? I'd like to say everything because I've pretty much spent a lot of my 20s being the super responsible one and stuff. So now it's time to let loose and conquer fears and put myself out there. So that's what the 30s is going to be all about for me.
Awesome. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you so much. I love you guys.
So, since it was your birthday, we are going to let you start off with your name, your introduction, and, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Jenny. My YouTube channel is Jenny Lee TV 1. At my highest weight, I was 394 pounds, and I've lost like 80 pounds within 2 years, going up and down, being normal on a weight loss journey. I don't have weight loss surgery, but I'm trying and I'm pushing, and my channel is all about the journey, the next step I'm going on. So if you're interested, you can go to my channel and find out more about me.
And I will put all the links to all the channels, down below, at the end of after the show. So, Erica.
Yes. Hi, my name is Erica. My YouTube channel is Mrs. B VSG, if you care to follow. Obviously, I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy June 23rd, so I am 17 weeks post-op today, and I've lost 74 pounds since my highest weight this year. And if you want to know more, just go to the link and check it out.
So, Pamela, what about you?
Hi, everyone. My name is Pamela, and my channel is Her Heartstrings. And I've been on YouTube about a year now. I did not have surgery, but I was looking into it. My highest weight was 257. I'm now in the 220s. And if you want to learn more about me, go to my channel, youtube.com/herheartstrings.
Rob?
My name is Rob. My channel is Rob Reno TV. I started my weight loss journey on April 23rd of 2012, and joined YouTube on May 12th of 2012. So I actually started my journey before I started YouTube. I went on trying to find other people that were on weight loss journeys on YouTube, especially men, because there isn't a lot of them. So I found some, and I thought, if they can do this, I can do this. And at my highest point, within 11 months, I had lost 92 pounds. I since then had some losses in my life, no excuses. My dad passed away. 6 months later, my brother passed away, and I had a 42-pound regain. Not just from that, a lot of stuff combined. I got lazy, I got lax, you name it, I did it. But I'm going to have Alicia put a link to my favorite video of my own in the description below after the show. So you guys can always check that out if you want to get to know more about me. Alicia, I want to thank you for this opportunity to be on Real Talk. I think it's going to be an amazing show, and I'm looking forward to being part of the cast. Thank you for asking me.
Thank you. Of course, you know, you are, when I think of YouTube, I think of Rob Reno. How about you, Zen?
Hi, everybody. I'm Melody, aka Zen, and I have been on YouTube for about 3.5 years. The first 6 months I wasn't on YouTube. I was just watching videos, and I've had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy November 15th, 2011. So I am almost 3 years out, and my highest weight was 252 pounds. I am 5'5", and I've lost about 70 pounds, and I've had some regain. No excuses. It's just that I came across that situation, and continuing to do what I was doing wasn't working for me, so now I've realized what I have to do, and I am buckling down and doing it in my 100-day challenge. I'm already 6 pounds down from the regain, so anyway, if you're interested in learning more about me, please check out my channel, Zen Maiden 1.
Thank you, Zen.
Oh, and Alicia, real quick, if people want to call me Daddy, they can, because that's what a lot of people know.
Yeah. Yes. It's either Rob or Daddy. Either one, whatever, you know, both work for him. So, I am Miss Beautiful Alicia. I started my journey probably about 3 years ago, but I started documenting 2 years ago. At my highest weight, I was 560 pounds. Last year, I had gastric bypass on June 5th, 2013. And since then, I've lost 170 pounds. And I've kind of been stuck for the last, I don't know, few months, 3-4 months, in the 390s. Which I'm not complaining about. I think my body has just kind of been comfortable for a little while. So I'm actually having a paniculectomy not next week, this week on Thursday. So I will be gone for possibly a week, 2 weeks. And luckily Rob has been kind enough to take over for me. So yeah, I'm just really ready to move forward in this part of my journey. I think it's just the next step that I need to be a better me. But 90, which I'm not complaining. You know, yeah. So that's me, and you know, obviously, if you're here, you are subscribed to this channel. So you will know all about me. There's many videos to go through, way too many. So, you know, just kind of pick and choose it. Yeah. So, anyway, that is the cast of Real Talk, and we hope that you join us every week. Because we're all about keeping it real and just being totally open and honest, and, you know, our feelings, and we won't always agree, but that's okay. You know, we respect each other enough to know that, you know, we're not always going to agree, and we can agree to disagree. And, you know, like I said, our opinions are our opinions, and you guys may not always agree with them, but we hope that you'll respect our opinion. So, and please feel free to leave comments, questions, and we will try to get to them. So, do you guys have anything else to say before we move on?
Let's get this party started.
So, now that we got the intros out of the way, today we want to talk about pet peeves of YouTube. You know, we figured that we're starting on YouTube, this brand new show. Let's just start off the bat and bring out all our pet peeves. And yeah. And since I know Daddy over there is just dying to start, we're gonna let him start with his first one.
Get ahead, Daddy.
Okay. Actually, keeping it real, I really have one pet peeve with YouTube. But I'm gonna be weighing in on what other people say too, because I think this is gonna make for very interesting conversation.
Yeah.
First, I want to start out by saying, anytime I share a viewpoint or opinion, it is my viewpoint and opinion. I by no means have any certifications medically or nutrition-wise or anything like that. What works for me are things that I am doing either through direction of a nutritionist that I've worked with, a doctor that I've worked with, and it's what works for my body. It could be very dangerous for somebody else to do something that I'm doing. I don't know that. I'm not a physician. But I want to make that perfectly clear. And that leads into my biggest pet peeve with YouTube. I absolutely hate to see people giving medical advice that does not have a degree, a medical degree, some kind of a degree. We can all speak about our life experiences and what we've been through, but again, my life experience and the way that I'm taking is something that my doctor has cleared for me. If someone else does it, it could be deadly. And that's one thing you will never see on my channel is me giving medical advice, telling somebody what to do. I think it's reckless, I think it's dangerous, and it's my biggest pet peeve with YouTube. And there's a lot of people out there that's got some YouTube PhD.
Come on down.
So that's my pet peeve.
I agree. I mean, even if it's like unintentional, you know, like you're sharing your journey and you're like, I eat this way or I take this kind of supplement or whatever, like you may not necessarily mean for it to be medical advice to people, but people are seeking ideas, and by like seeing your video, if you're not just claiming like what Rob just said, then people are going to think, oh, I can do this too. And for instance, how I eat, which is when I'm not binge eating Taco Bell, vegan, like vegan, but I do like bananas for breakfast and lunch, and I eat like upwards of 30 bananas a day. But if someone has kidney issues, if they did that, then they could potentially have a potassium overdose or something. So you have to be exactly what Rob said. You have to be extremely careful and disclaim that, you know, none of us are doctors.
Well, and one of the reasons that I say that is because a lot of times when people first join YouTube, from what I've seen, they can be almost desperate. I mean, when I was at my breaking point when I started, and I was looking for everything that I could to see what would work for me. But I did have the common sense to go to my doctor and figure that out. But some people will just watch and they're so desperate and go, oh my God, I'm going to do that. I'm going to start eating 30 bananas a day.
Right.
Because it's okay for you, and you know that through your body and through your medical advice, that could be very damaging to someone else and life-changing. So we have to be careful because there are people out there that are desperate, especially when they see people losing a lot amount of weight very quickly, to jump on board. It's critical that we make sure that the advice we're not giving out is damaging.
Right, right. Well, I have to say one of my pet peeves is when these, you know, big people, large, obese people, they go on and they start dancing around thinking that they need to show more, you know, just to get attention. And I'm like, really? And then it makes us, I'm sorry, but it makes us, other people who are dealing with super morbid obesity or, you know, morbid obesity look bad. Like, we don't all go dancing around naked down the street, you know, and stuff. We don't. And stop making us look bad.
My pet peeve is the YouTube famous people who get catty with each other and start YouTube wars about who has this subscribers and why this person is hating on them. And I'm just like, this is supposed to be a place for everybody to support each other and be there for one another. And the cattiness is just stupid to me because we're all adults. We're not children in a play yard. We're adults and we should just support one another and never ever think negative towards each other.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of YouTube famous people on here, you know. They think they're famous. You know, what is it? I'm going to go on YouTube and become famous because that's how you become famous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying and stuff. And then you make a lot of money and, yeah. You know.
I mean, I know some people do become famous, you know, the big names who do things and make shows and stuff. I get that, but if you're not that, and even if you are, like, it doesn't mean everybody hates you.
Yeah, but that's also people who have, like, you know, over 1 million
Subscribers.
subscribers and stuff. I mean, yeah.
I mean, what is considered famous subscriber base on YouTube? I mean, what would the number be? Because you see some people that have 10 million subscribers. I mean, what would be classified as?
I don't know. I mean, some of them, I think that's how they make their living is by making you know, YouTube videos like that. That's what they do. They take their week, like that's their job. They take, you know, certain days out of the week and they make videos, and some of them look really professional. I mean, it's not just like me. I just get in front of the camera and be like blah blah blah. You know, they know what they're talking about, and
Yeah, I was like talking about like in the weight loss community. I think a lot of people have like 3,000 subs, or for whatever the case, they're in the thousands, and you know sometimes they just always think somebody's out to get them, or
Oh, Alicia, she's talking about you.
no.
I know she is. She's jealous.
Oh yes, I'm so
The person
jealous.
that I know in the community that has the most subscribers, and I don't know a ton of people. I mean, I know a lot, but there's a lot of people that I don't follow. I think would probably be Photo Girl Jenny. I think she has around 5,400, I want to say.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's people with a lot more, but that's just the highest number that I know. And Jenny makes videos more sporadically. She makes them when she wants to, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Instead of feeling forced to do it.
Right. Yeah.
Right. I would agree.
And she has been, you know, very helpful and stuff. But like you said, you can't. I think people do come on YouTube and are desperate. That's why I started. Like I started YouTube because I didn't know what else to do, and they are desperate to have someone help them. And you know, we have to remember that each of us are all different. Like I can't do the same things that, you know, all you are doing. So, you know, my situation is totally different.
Mm-hmm.
So what about you, Zen? I know you got some pet peeves over there.
I got a list of them, honey. Okay. I'm going to start out with my first one, and well, one of them is when people start the camera before they actually get in front of the camera. They're like yelling from the other side, "Hold on, hold on!" You know, they just still in their bathroom wall or something. You know, it takes them a while to come. I'm like, "Come on, edit that stuff out of there." So that's a really short one. That is annoying. I'll give you another one real quick. The other one is extremely lengthy videos. Unless there's like a series or, you know, a serious point, sometimes videos in excess of 15 minutes, I'll say, and that's extremely long. Are kind of annoying, you know.
Okay, now, you know, I can talk, so I'm sorry. I'll make sure I leave it at 15 minutes or under.
YouTube videos, they're different. You have some that are short, some that are long, and people can, like, I choose to watch what certain people put up because, like, if you do an Etsy box undoing, I don't necessarily watch those because I know it's nothing that's really going to interest me, but when you did the one on the food the other day, the box food, I watched that one, and that was very interesting. Now, that'd be great for somebody that wanted to buy that monthly. It said a lot of those were organic or healthier snacks or whatever. And if you could make that last for a month, that would be great. You'd have a month's worth of treats to treat yourself or whatever. The problem I have is that damn box would be gone in 2 days.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Well, yeah, and you know, and stuff, but there are some videos like of mine, for instance, that obviously not everyone is going to be interested in makeup,
Right.
you know, and some people the weight loss. Like I have a lot of numerous stuff on my channel, so you know, yeah. So what about you, Erica? You haven't said any.
Well, speaking of YouTube famous, I've seen some people that are fresh to YouTube, fresh to the weight loss surgery community, and they feel the need to make their own website with their name and everything, and they whore it out like big time. Like every single group they can get in, they're posting it constantly, and it's like, we get it. You want to be famous.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you have like under 100 subscribers and you're already paying for a website and you got ads on your videos, come on. Oh, and this other thing that bugs me, I see this a lot, and I know I was already doing it, drinking, but there are people who make videos and they take these long pauses and they're like, and they just like want to watch themselves eat and drink, and it's like, we're not interested.
I'm guilty of drinking sometimes. I do drink, especially on the shows, like the ones that are an hour. I will drink during the show, like have a drink here and there. And sometimes on my weekend weigh-in videos or my grocery haul, I'll specifically take a long drink so that I can make golfing noises, because I think that I just try to make it fun, because Little Blue is always with Daddy, so, you know, that keeps me going. I've been drinking 2 cases of water a week, you guys. 2 cases!
Wow.
I mean, if you're sharing your drink and you have like a point to it, I could see that, but I swear some of these people like get off on watching themselves drink. Like, oh yeah.
Okay, but speaking of drink, that comes to my next pet peeve, guys.
Okay.
People that are ripped making videos where they're drinking alcohol and they're getting more and more ripped. Did I say fuck? I mean, you know, crazy stuff. It just cracked me up.
Oh yeah.
It's like they forgot what they just said, or they didn't even know they said it.
Yeah.
And it's no offense to anyone. It's just, you know, I don't know. I kind of find it hard to watch people who are drunk make videos.
Right? Yeah. So I do want to say we do have a few comments, so I thought maybe I'll read them really quick. First of all, Gastric Rose, she's watching. Hey, Mama Rose.
Hey,
She
Rose.
says hello and happy birthday, Jenny.
That's why I said thank you. Oh, she can see
Well,
me.
she heard you.
Oh, no. I'm still new to this. Give me a break.
And and Gastric Joy says, I am here. I made it. So we're really happy to see you. Is it Gentle Strength? She says, Daddy, LOL, what a great group of people. I'm tuned in.
Hey.
Awesome.
Embracing Wellness says, hi guys, yay to the new show. And Mary J, she actually has a question for Zen.
Okay.
So she says, hi all, my name is Mary, I'm 62 years old. My question is for Zen. I'm 5 years out, have regained many pounds back since my gastric bypass. I'm trying to lose again, but I'm finding it very difficult. I walk every day. You say you lost 6 pounds already. I'd like to hear your present strategy. Maybe it can help me.
Okay, I'll give you a quick recap. My present strategy is sort of to go back to basics as far as consuming specific foods at mealtime, and that would be a protein, vegetable, and or fruit, very low carb. Also to avoid eating too many nuts and or too much peanut butter. Those are my things, my problem areas. I pretty well stay away from the candy and the other stuff because I don't keep it in my home, and I'm pretty good about it at work. And I would say that and working out, I try to go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week generally. Sometimes it'll go down to 3, but I always go both days on the weekend and try to go 2 to 3 days during the week. So for me, that helps. I do cardio. I do strength training, not necessarily weight lifting, but light weights, for core training. And I will do kickboxing. So for me, that's the high cardio is the kickboxing. I've hurt my hand, so I kind of have to ease back a little bit from that for the last couple weeks. I've been taking it easy. But that's my strategy, and also switching up my breakfast. I started eating certain days turkey, 2 slices of thick sliced turkey from Costco, the Columbus brand, with spinach. Just throw a bunch of spinach in a bag that's raw, and I'll just take a bite of each, and then I'll just, by the time I finish it, because I ate it really slow, then it's time for, almost time for me to eat lunch. I eat lunch at 11 at work, so that's my strategy, and I have basically greens and chicken or meatballs, turkey, fish, and greens for lunch. And that's my lunch. And dinner I have the same, a vegetable, a protein, and that's pretty much it. And, of course, my coffee. Sorry, guys.
And if you want to find out more, you can check out our channel at the end of the show. I'll put all the links down below, and, you can check out her channel, her videos, and all of that.
Before we go to the next pet peeve, I want to say something. I noticed Gastric Joy, you said she was watching. We got into an exchange on a video the other day because I did a grocery haul on Costco, right? Mm-hmm. And one of the things, okay, we're on pet peeves, so I'm going a little bit away from YouTube, but one of my pet peeves with Costco, y'all, is those chow hounds over there. You cannot get to the things you want to buy because these people are acting like it's the Last Supper. They bring everybody and their brother up there to get all these free samples. So Joy said, she wrote a comment on there and said, I had all my kids with me at the store, but I made sure that they weren't in anybody's way because I didn't know if maybe you were behind me. And he said, when I was growing up, there wasn't like Costco and Sam's and stuff like that back in the day. So when you went to the grocery store, maybe once or twice a month on the weekend, there would be 1 or 2 people in there giving out little samples. And I mean, they act like each little piece they gave out had a serial number on it. I mean, Costco and grab 3 things out of there and they're not going to care. Back in the day, they did. And so Joy and I was talking back and forth saying, it seems like back in the day that was like Christmas morning, when you got a free sample at the store. Right. Now you can go in and have a whole damn meal in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got that daddy cam there in Costco too.
Costco.
And they hound you. I've been hounded. Like, here, you want a sample? I'm like, no, I can't have that. Because I don't eat like rice or pasta. And so it's like I have to explain to them, look, I don't eat rice or pasta. I can't have that, right? And then they look at me like I'm crazy. Like, how can you not eat rice or pasta? And I'm like,
and I'm not trying to call you out, but they're looking at you thinking this girl is big.
Yeah.
Okay, get real, because this is real talk. They're looking at you thinking this girl can eat. So now she's trying to say I can't have that because it has rice. And they're like, that's what they're thinking because they don't know you've had surgery.
Yeah. Well, and then I talk, because I'm a talker, me. And so I'm like, no, I had gastric bypass last year. I can't have that. Or I choose not to. It's not that I can't. I choose not to. And then I'll tell them that I used to be 560 pounds, and now I'm like almost 200 pounds down. And they're like, oh. And then they shut up real quick. And they're like, okay, move on. But I do have a little story about Costco. One time, me and my mom and my boyfriend and son and stuff, we all went in to Costco, and my mom came across one of those people giving out samples, and it was some kind of like little granola stuff. And she goes and gets one, right? So then she liked it so much that she sent us all to go get one for her. Right? So each one of us are like going around and stuff, And she's standing over there on the side, like, watching us, making sure we're getting them, right? And I'm like, seriously, this is so embarrassing. So I asked the lady, I said, can I get like 3 of them? One for me, one for my son, and one for my boyfriend. She's like, go ahead, I don't care. So then what does my son and my boyfriend do? They turn around and they go over there, and I felt like a total ass because I'm like, of course, the fat girl, she's got to go get, not just one, she's got to get 3. So I was like, oh, goodness. And then my mom had to go into the bathroom. She put her little granolas in her purse because I said, I'll hold them for you. She's like, no, like I was going to eat them. I was like, I don't want your granola.
I love your mom.
I was like, oh my goodness.
My mom likes to ask for an extra sample for her daughter. But they're really for her. It's like, oh, my daughter's with me. I'm going to get 2.
When I go to Costco's with my sisters and they're giving samples, they like run around and like, oh my God, I want this, and I'm like, you guys are making it seem like we're poor, like you're coming here for lunch, like it's.
People do. They go there and they go just to. I mean, you could go on there on the weekend just to have lunch.
People do it every day. My office is right next to a Costco. So I know people do go over there every day to walk around, get the exercise, and to take samples.
It looks like VSG Pepper made a comment in here, Alicia, and it says, I don't like that the famous people don't have time to respond to questions and comments on their videos anymore, but they always pushing for more viewers. Now, real talk, keeping it real, that happened with me. I got a very large subscriber base very quick, and I was very, very good about responding to everybody, commenting to everybody. Anybody that knows my history on YouTube knows that. Then I kind of went away from YouTube. I got away from that, and in my mind justifying, well, if someone has a question, then I'll answer it. But if they're just making a comment about my video, then I don't necessarily need to respond. For me, that was a mistake because I learned after going away from YouTube, which I did need a break, you guys. Other than my show, The Forum, I had stepped away from for a few months, and I took a break. And I needed that break to work on some mental end of some stuff. But also, I think now that I'm back, I take the time to respond to people. I talk with them. I respond to the comments that are left on my video. And I just make sure that I have time to do it. But one thing I can say, when I feel like I made that mistake of not commenting back to people and just feeling like, they're the ones that should be commenting to me but not responding back, I never once was pushing for more subscribers. I never once did that. So I feel good on that aspect of it, but I feel I dropped the ball with my subscribers and viewership a little bit with not necessarily responding or just taking and writing thanks or putting a smiley face or something like that. It's like, I try not to do that. I probably write a little more lengthy than I need to in response, but that's how I am. So
it is hard. It is hard sometimes.
For VSG Pepper to bring up, and thank you for pointing that out. And I can admit I was guilty of that at one time, and it was something that I do regret.
I do. For me, I have a hard time. Like sometimes there's a lot of people do comment, and I'll say thank you to each one, and I feel like, oh gosh. But then I feel sometimes like obligated. Like I don't want people to think that I didn't read their comment or I didn't see what they had to say, and stuff. So I will at least say thank you. But it is hard sometimes to, respond to each comment.
Yeah,
it does take.
And sometimes I get I get the notifications too late, or they don't even show up, and then I'll be looking back through the comments to see if there was any more, and I'll see that I missed 2 or 3, and I feel really bad. But it's like, we have lives too, just like everyone else.
For sure.
We can't be on the computer 24/7.
No.
Yeah.
So.
And with Rob's second job as a supermodel, he's pretty busy.
He don't got no time.
I have to say another pet peeve of mine is that when people who do have you know, first started on their journey, YouTube or whatever, they will ask me. I mean, I'm not saying that I have like tons of subscribers, you know, but I have a lot of subscribers, I guess. And they're always like, well, how do you get so many subscribers? How can I get that many subscribers?
Oh.
And I'm like,
mention me in your video.
you know, yeah, it's like, can you mention me so that I can? And I'm like, just because if I do, you know, mention someone, it's because I want to. It's never because someone has asked me to. But it doesn't mean that, like, because I say your name, that everyone's going to go and subscribe to you all of a sudden. I mean, that doesn't happen. You know, I've been on YouTube for 2+ years, and so I mean, it just takes time. It takes time. So
I
just
have
don't
another
like
pet.
when people say that.
I have another pet peeve. I've had a channel previous to the one I have now, and I remember one time I got on, and some lady sent me a message. She's like, "I love your aura. Could you please send me a video of your feet so I could read your fortune?"
Ooh, that's
And I'm like,
people.
all these weird people, like, what are you doing? I mean, I've gotten worse
Yeah.
ones, but I don't want to say them on here because I'm a good girl. But yeah, I've gotten some weird things said to me in the comments, and that really irks my nerves because there's always somebody without a picture. Like, there's no face
There we
behind
go.
their disgustingness.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
one of my
peeves.
other pet peeves is people that subscribe and then they comment and they say, "I subscribe to you, subscribe back," and it's like, maybe I'm not interested in what your channel's about.
Yeah.
I mean, not to be mean.
You know, I have to be honest that when people tell me that, they're like, I subscribe to you, now you subscribe back. And I don't subscribe just because. Because I'm the person who, if you tell me to do something, I'm going to do the opposite just because.
Sounds like me.
Because I'm so sweet, you know.
Like candy.
Yeah. You know, one thing that has bothered me, and, you know, I've gotten a lot of mean comments and from time to time, which I think happens, and it's just, you know, a lot of people say, well, you put yourself out there, you have to expect it, and I get that, but I just don't think that it's okay for people to be mean and vulgar, like, and say some really, like, sexually disgusting things, you know. It's just not okay. It's
No.
just not okay. And another thing is, I think it's not okay. Like, if you don't like me, that's fine. It's fine, you know, move on. But and even the thumbs down, I know it bothers some people, but you know, people are just gonna do what they're gonna do. Oh well. But
Right.
to sit there and tell someone that, I mean, I've been told that I should to go kill myself more than once, I think is just, it's just nasty. It's just mean.
It's
It's
horrible.
nasty.
But you know
And
what?
you should, you know, I'm like, is your life that so miserable? Like, so miserable that you need to tell someone else that?
Mhm.
I mean,
And
you
those
know.
people that do that, they're obviously hurting. You know, they have a lot of hurt in their heart, and they're trying to make themselves feel better, and it might make them feel better in the moment, but not good.
Well, you know, and also if they speak your name, you know, that they're giving you fame. So
Yeah.
Right.
just say, no matter what they're saying, if your name comes out,
Well,
you
I
get
always
famous.
say, you know, even if you're giving me a thumbs down, you're still watching my video. So even if it was that few seconds,
Booyah.
2 minutes or whatever, you
Like
still watch
that
my video.
3
So,
cents for AdSense. Yeah.
you know.
I do have, that was my one pet peeve dealing with people on YouTube. Now, I have some pet peeves with YouTube as a whole, but more the admin end of YouTube. And I want to share those real quick. And then I see Gastric Joy has a question for us. But one of the things I wish they had, and maybe they have this, where like you can go in, I know you can go in and see the comments for each video, but I wish they had a box you could check that says already replied, not replied, so that you could just check that and it would bring up just the comments that you have not replied to, so that you can, because to sit there and fish through everything can be a little bit annoying. So I wish they made replying to comments a little bit easier and gave you a button to click to opt out of ones you've already replied to. That would be good. The other thing is I would love it, and they will never do this because it would take away from the billions of subscribers they have, but I wish they would allow you to do a cleanup on your account. Meaning is, I have 1,200 subscribers. My average video gets about 250 views. So obviously, there's a lot of people that are subscribed to me that are not watching me, right? So I also went on and noticed people that have had 3 or 4 different channels. One that comes to my mind is a midlife woman, Beth. Very, very nice, but for personal reasons, she's had to switch her channel. Well, she didn't unsubscribe to me before she shut that channel down, so she's still on my subscription list. And it's not about the count, but what would be nice would be if they had in their admin end of it where you could go in and check, please delete all subscribers that haven't viewed me in 30, 60, or 90 days, and then you could pick one, and anybody that hasn't viewed you in 90 days, or 60 days, or 30 days, is automatically unsubscribed to you. Because it's just weird to me that these people are never ending. They just click and subscribe to people, and you have people whose accounts you know damn well are closed and long gone, but yet they're still a subscriber. So I wish they would allow you to pick that up. But it would take
from your mouth to Google's ears.
That's right.
Just a couple pet peeves about YouTube.
You know, another thing that they took away that I enjoyed myself was when you could do like video responses to people, you know, and I thought that was great, and I don't know why they took it away, but I don't like it.
I miss that.
Yeah. Come on, Pamela. I'm trying to get her to talk more. Come on, Pamela. I put you on.
A couple that I've thought of have already been said, but I'll have to think for a minute.
Okay, well, we do. I know that, well, Rob was saying too, but Gastric Joy asked us all a question. She says, as a stay-at-home mom of 100. Of 100. Now, let me just say, well, Gastric Joy is a really good friend of mine. So she's got, let's see, she has 4, and
twins on the way.
Twins on the way. So she'll have 6.
God bless her soul.
I know, right? I feel for you.
Patience of a saint.
I feel for you. She says, I watch videos like it's regular TV. How many hours do you all watch in a day? So I assume like videos. How many hours, or do you guys watch hours of videos in a day?
I watch a lot. I don't really like what's on regular TV. It's all garbage to me. So I watch a lot of YouTube. But I watch a lot of like comedy people because it's funny. But I spend about an hour, maybe 2, every day.
I would say I spent a couple hours just kind of trying to catch up on people who, you know, I watch, or, you know, I guess that's another one of my things is that when you have the feed of, you know, when people who you're subscribed to come up with new videos, you know, they only allow so many, and then it's like if you haven't watched it yet, you either have to save it or it gets dropped off and you don't even know about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I try to catch up on people's videos, you know, when I can. I have my favorites, and then I have I watch just to laugh at.
Shame on you.
So mean. Hey, we're keeping it real, right?
Right, for real.
Joy, that's a really good question, and I probably watch 20 to 30 minutes, probably 2 to 3 days a week, and then on Sundays is a day that I've dedicated a certain block of time to doing a grocery haul, making a weigh-in video, and then watching videos and doing some responding. Now, on the days where I maybe watch 20 to 30 minutes, on the off days, I may spend 30 minutes replying to comments. So, and I do that separate. I just go right to the videos and go to each one and just pull up just the comments without the video playing and everything like that and do that. So weekly, I would say I probably spend about maybe 3 hours total on YouTube responding, making, watching videos. That would be my answer, Joy. And that was a great question. Thank you.
I watch for about an hour or two a day, and then if I have nothing to do on a particular day, then I'll watch YouTube all day long. I pretty much don't watch TV anymore, except for my Grey's Anatomy, my Scandal, and my How to Get Away with Murder. But otherwise, it's YouTube.
I do love Scandal.
She doesn't just watch, though. She stalks. She doesn't just watch. Pamela stalks. No, I'm just kidding.
A little bit. It's an unhealthy obsession.
I watch like throughout the day. Like I don't have a set time or amount per day, but like if I'm washing dishes or cooking or something, I have a video playing on my phone while I'm doing things and I listen. And sometimes I fall asleep watching videos.
Erica,
I do that too.
Erica, is there some people though you can't just listen to them, you have to physically watch them because you got to see like their demeanor and their affect? Are you okay just listening to them?
It depends on the person. Some people I have to just put the phone down and continue doing what I'm doing, but certain people I do want to see what their hand gestures are and all that because they're entertaining.
I would say that I watch videos. I mostly listen to them because I do it when I'm driving. I do it on my way to work, on my way home from work. I don't listen to the radio very much. I watch YouTube videos. I should say listens, okay, for the yeah, and then longer trips, I watch videos, and then when I'm cooking, sometimes I'll watch some videos. Sometimes my kids will be annoyed that I'm watching videos, and they'll want to, play something else, make some noise, but otherwise I just do it on my own time, and then I fall asleep watching videos often or shows. If I'm going to watch a Netflix show, I'll fall asleep with that iPad right in my lap and my coffee in my hand. That's not a good thing, but
No.
Yeah, I would say I watch I want to say about 30 minutes a day, I would say, is about the average now. I used to be obsessed with YouTube before my surgery, and I watched hours and hours of videos after I came home from work.
So, we have a couple more comments. Miss Natasha 2011 says, Pamela girl.
Hi. Hey, girl.
And let me see where. Gastric Joy says, I was friends with some people on Facebook and YouTube, but when they got into it with another YouTube person or Facebooker, I find out I have been blocked or unfriended. Just because you don't like them does not mean I have to. So I find that a lot too. Like,
Really?
like if you're friends with someone, I always tell people, because I've had issues with a couple of people, and and I've never been one to say, okay, well, since we're not friends anymore, you can't be friends with them. Like, I always say, you can choose whoever you want to be friends with, and but just because I'm not friends with them anymore, we've blocked each other, whatever the case, I think that's kind of childish.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's very childish.
Let's see what else. Prairie Princess 1, Tina, she says, good evening, everyone. Great seeing you all. And
Hey,
then,
Tina.
Gastric Joy weighed in on another thing that you weighed in on, Alicia, or one of, I think it might have been Jenny too, about do you guys miss the video response function in YouTube? I never used it, okay, but do you guys miss it? Do you guys miss it?
we do.
Yeah.
I do.
That's what YouTube was all about, like back in the day. Like that's there's
I
comments, but the video was like the whole point of the website.
Well, and
I
then
remember. Oh,
Gastric Rose says, I do my best to reply to as many as I can. I never offend on purpose. And I do have to say, anytime I've ever, I know for Rosemary, anytime I've ever commented on hers, she's always commented back. She's always been very, very sweet and supportive.
Mm-hmm.
She's helped me through so many tough times and prayed with me and just numerous things. And she's been great. I think that she's one of these people in the community who are very real and about their journey and very willing to help someone in any way that she can.
Oh, can I say something to Gastric Rose?
Of course.
I tried your cheesecake recipe, and my husband and I loved it.
There
And
you
everyone
go.
on Facebook saw the pictures of it and wanted the recipe.
She's always great with recipes and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. So any other pet peeves that we got going on?
Pam.
Me?
On the spot.
On the spot. Let me see.
I got one.
Okay.
How about those ones where the girls are modeling their outfits and they're going to show you their shoes and the wig and the outfit, and then they're going to like show off, and then they're going to be like, well, I'm not telling you where I got it.
Oh no,
Wait,
I have not seen that. Oh my
Oh, yeah.
gosh.
Oh geez. Yeah.
I was watching a video the other day because since I'm starting like the new YouTube channel, and I was just looking at like not the famous people, but the people who have a lot of subscribers, like what do they use to edit their videos and stuff. And this girl, she's like, well, to edit the thumbnails, we use this certain program. I'm not supposed to tell you, but it's pickmonkey.com. And I'm like, it's not a secret. Like, how can you not tell people, it's like, it's so small, and it's crazy how some people are like, they don't want to share their good news with people because I guess they're afraid of people finding out their secrets.
And it's free, so who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
I have another pet peeve.
Uh-huh.
It's not necessarily just for YouTube, but it can be applied to YouTube. People who share pictures of their recipes and things, and they know they got it from someone else. And when people ask for the recipe and have even been called out that is someone else's recipe from their website, they're like, oh, well, I don't know about that, but this is my recipe. And it's like, just get over it. You got it from so-and-so. Just give them the credit where it's due and get over it. Or, they'll share their recipe and they don't want to tell you where they got the ingredients from. They're like, oh, it's just from a health food store. You can get it anywhere. No, you cannot, because I've looked. just say where you got it from.
Right.
It's okay.
Jeez.
Right.
I always do this because, I'm on the West Coast, and they have, there's I post a lot on Instagram and stuff, and people be like, ooh, where'd you get that? And I'm like, well, there's a store here, because certain grocery stores they don't have everywhere and stuff. So I'm like, well, it's this, Fred Meyer here, which is what Kroger, other places, and so I'm trying to go through the line of it's this, but it could be this or it could be this. I'm trying to give information to everybody, but it's kind of hard.
It looks like BSG Pepper weighed in and said, don't you think that those who do make rude comments or attack others are just insecure in themselves? I think people have to realize there are a lot of differing opinions, and attacking others for their views is just as shallow as you think their views are. Does that make sense? Question mark. So I understand what he's saying, and I agree, and I think that that's probably true, VSG Pepper, on a lot of it as far as the insecurity goes. But I also think there are some people that are just full of hatred and have nothing better to do than go around and spew hate as much as they can, try to offend somebody or call somebody out, And they may have insecurities, and I think that's a lot of it, but I do think there are some people that are just hateful. I really do believe that.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of them have channels with random names with no videos. And those are the people that will make those kind of comments on your channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who they make, random channels and stuff, and then they just post stuff that is just vulgar, and it doesn't need to be, it's just unnecessary. I mean, if you don't like someone, move on. Like, just move on. And if if you're subscribed to someone and you don't like them, what they're saying, unsubscribe. Move on. It's really not that hard.
Yeah, like even for Alicia's channel, it's like it really pissed me off that when she made that little happy video that was like it was under 5 minutes, and instantly within minutes people were giving it thumbs down. Like it's intentional. It's not because they have a different viewpoint. They're just being hateful.
They probably didn't even watch the video.
Yeah. Right. They're just like, ooh, let me thumbs down it just to shit on her. And it's like, come on now. Like,
well, a perfect example would be the show tonight, okay? I'm going to throw it out there. We already have 6 dislikes. For what? You can't tell me that you don't like someone that's on the show. I mean, everybody's not going to like Rob Reno, and everybody's not going to like Erica, and everybody's not going to like Zen or any of it. But it's just because they're used to doing it to Alicia's channel. I mean, that happens all the time. I don't care. This is what it boils down to me for pet peeves. My last word on it would be this. Everybody has a right to do what they want to do on their channel. It's their channel. And if the shit they do annoys you, unsubscribe them, move on, don't watch it. Okay? Block them if they come to your channel. All they're going to do is make another one and come and harass you on that one. And then when you block that one, they're going to make another one. And that's what it is. But really, in the end, we live in a country that's free, and people can put whatever they want on their channel. And as annoying as all this stuff is tonight, you guys, they have a right to put it on their channels, and if we don't like it, we just have to say bye-bye, I'm not going to watch you anymore.
Peace.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I have had a few comments where people are like, it has really made them upset and made them mad that people do give me a thumbs down, and I've actually gotten used to it. It's it's not really a big deal to me. It's like, whether you give me thumbs up, thumbs down, it's not going to change how I feel about myself today. It just isn't. It's a shame that people can't be happy for one another, some people. And, I watch people, and I'm very happy when good stuff happens, and when bad stuff happens, I feel for them too. So, but, I look at it like this, and I tell people this all the time. I look at it like this. Think about how many thousands or millions of people watch YouTube, and they come and they go. And if a few people dislike my video, it's not going to affect my day. So, I don't think you can let it affect you. Because I, at one time, it used to affect me, and I used to get really upset, but why should it?
I have one other pet peeve when I watch videos of like Justin Timberlake, and I'm just like, why can't I have him? That's a pet peeve. I just love him so much. So I just had to say that one.
Oh God.
Over and over again, huh?
I do have a pet peeve. It kind of goes with the commenting and the like people being hateful, but just one thing is, like, whenever I started kind of transitioning to vegan, I was getting a lot of really hateful comments of, like, all of a sudden, like, not everyone, but people eating different ways, thinking that the way that they eat is the only way that you can eat. And I don't believe that. I don't think everyone should eat vegan. Like, I think everyone has their own journey, their own path, their own way of eating, and their own way of what works for them. And it really bothers me when people try to, like, push their views onto you and, like, say that you're doing it wrong, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Have you noticed, in fairness, Pamela, vegans can be some of the most critical of other people what they choose to eat. And I know that that's probably something that will be touched on this show in the future, but vegan people can be very, very judgmental of people that do eat meat and cheeses and stuff because of what their belief is.
Right.
They miss it. They just miss it, and they're getting cranky.
Right.
There it is.
So come because Daddy needs cheese. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's mainly the people who are just strictly doing it for animal rights reasons.
Yeah.
And I'm learning more about that, but the reason what brought me towards this or to try this is health reasons. I've been trying different things. This is what I wanted to try, but some people are just, they're extremely judgmental. I've noticed that, and I've even been judged by other vegans and stuff like that. Really hateful things have been said to me, and it's, I'm not like that. Whatever people want to do is cool.
Doesn't it make you wonder, though? I mean, what is wrong with somebody that has to make a comment about how you eat? What the heck? What do they give a damn?
I know, right?
Why do they care what you're eating? What do they? I mean, watch the video and like it or move on. You know.
Right.
To take the time to make a hateful comment when there's so many other things you could be doing. Crack me up.
Well, we could probably be here all night talking about our pet peeves, whether it be YouTube or other stuff. And, but do you guys have any last words before we sign off?
Thank you for watching, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
So, see you guys.
I just want to say that next week, like I said, I won't be here. I will be recovering from surgery, and but definitely be watching and supporting my people over here. And so Rob will be in charge. I put him in charge for a couple
Daddy
of
will be
weeks.
in the driver's seat. Everybody put a seatbelt on because
Get ready. Daddy is going to roll.
Right? And so I just want to say that next week you do not want to miss it because the topic will be guilty pleasures, weight loss and non-weight loss.
Okay.
So, we all got some guilty pleasures and stuff. So, I may have to send mine in to Rob, and he may have to read mine for me. I'll try to pick the most embarrassing ones so he can read them, just to try. I don't think I could embarrass Rob.
I don't think so either. I think he would love it.
No, I know.
All right.
Yeah, but I just want to say thank you to all the viewers who came to watch us. Whether you watch this live or whether you watch us later, I just want to say thank you so much for supporting us and our new show, and it means a lot to me, just for us to be able to talk about our opinions and how we feel and be very open and honest. And I love these people. They're so awesome. So thank you guys for joining me in this, and thank you to the viewers. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.